be taught.
Yeah. Hey guys, Team PK here. Here with Caine again.
Hey.
What'd you do this week, buddy?
Top 4 this time. I got past the top 8 curse. I haven't made top 4 in a few weeks.
Alright, what'd you play today?
The best deck.
The best deck? Alright, let's get into profile.
Shaddoll Invoked. So I don't have to say much about this card. It's the reason why the deck's really strong. Obviously adding any like the invocation, being able to fuse for Shadolls or invoke monsters is just really, really powerful. But also boosting window. The changes I made, I upped this to 3. There's a reason in the extra deck as well as just like it's the one you want to combo with turn 1. It summons anyone from deck face down and it's just like really, really powerful. Also being wind, it's really cool. Everything else I kept the same. Played 2 Squamata, 2 Dragon, 2 Beast, 2 Hog and an Aerial. I wanted to kind of either play a third of this or a third of Hog. But essentially Wendy is the same thing. So like these 7, where is it? These 7 are essentially just like the same. Like if you see any of these, it's the combo. This just adds this, this sends this, or you draw Wendy. So like you don't want to play too many Shadolls, otherwise you brick a lot. But this one is really important. Still playing 1 Clown. I started this out a lot. It's like a miscellaneous light. But yeah, it's really good obviously going first, make the combo with the sheep and the Alice link, but it's just light. Big change, I played 3 Thanos and 3 Vela. This was already in my deck, but I swapped to the Magna engine for this. And this was ridiculous. Twice in the mirror match, I Thanos them going second and drew Super Poly, so pretty broken. Also that kind of hints at what I also played in the main deck. This doesn't change, 3, 3, and 3, and 3. Can't play less. This card's absolutely absurd. This is actually the best one to draw like inside of games in case you get Red Seed. This one was obviously really broken. Shout outs to Yugioh. He gave me foreign ones for free. So go to his site and use the code Yugioh5 for singles. Sorry, Carl's Auction House, but
we'll just edit it out.
I main decked Poly this time. I didn't like this card, and I still don't like this card, but there's like 7 or 8 people playing at locals with the same deck, and I don't feel comfortable game 1 if they have it and I don't.
This is like hyper powerful in the mirror, right?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous in the mirror. Like it's free. It literally like you don't care what they do. If this guy's in your hand, you win the game. So I didn't want to have that happen to me. I played 1 Desires instead of the instant fusion. I cut it because I think like Caliga's actually just like not great, and like I think that Raijin is better, which is hence why I play the 3 Wendy. Still playing Avarice. This card's insane. It actually lost me a game, but it's whatever. And then the trap card is really good. I want to play more than this. Like Friedel will know he played the deck for the first time today. This card's absurd. If you could play 3, you would, but drawing it sucks if you can't play.
I was gonna say it's a trap card, so it kind of sucks,
exactly.
right?
But like it's really, really powerful, and like you can either just like loop Winders and loop constructs, or you can just kill them with it, which is really, really strong.
It's an extend that doesn't help you start.
Yeah, that's it. Tokens and stuff. Extra deck changed. Lol, I called everyone that played less than 3 construct an idiot, so I guess I'm an idiot.
Moron.
But I played 2 constructs, 2 window, and app clone. There's just not enough space, especially with having to play Super Bowl in the main deck. You have to play a little bit more targets. I want to play 3, so here's what it is. Purgatorio, I didn't play before, and like I don't think it's necessary, but it just makes games free. So
yeah, I was gonna say Purgatory just says kill your opponent. So
like I never missed it, and I just decided to add it in instead of the like 3rd construct to see if it came up. And like I summoned it quite a fair bit, and it did win me a lot of games, so I keep playing it. I actually don't like this card. Like every time I summon it, I've had to use a lot of resources, and then I don't want to negate anything. So like it's just like a blank threat, but you kind of have to play it. This card's absurd. This card is so good. In the mirror match, a lot of the times you can end with like this and this, and then if they activate Shaddoll Fusion, you just chain this to like make this undestroyable, and then flip it face down, and the Shaddoll Fusion doesn't resolve. I did it a lot today, and then also just like when you end on Win the Caliga, this is just the same thing. You can book master plans, you can book salad monsters, whatever you want, and then it's not as awkward to kill them turn 3. So that's why I play Raijin instead. It's also just bigger. Links, I played Controller. I didn't play this last week, and I regretted that this card is absurd. I summoned it every single game. Gardener, it just makes every hand playable. Like you can summon construct with nearly any hand. Sheep, this card was actually subpar today. I only summoned it once. Obviously it's really, really good. It just never came up a lot today. I just like this one was just better. Still, this card discards its effect, so it triggers any Shadolls. It's not once per turn, and I recently found out that you can trigger it on your opponent's turn when they fusion summon.
Wait, what, you can?
Yeah, it's dumb. Like, if this is on the field and your opponent fusion summons, you can just trigger its own effect, which is ridiculous.
It's not coming up blurry enough to read it.
Yeah, like, I didn't know that, and it's crazy. And obviously Sword, because Sword this thing, exactly.
Sword gets game.
Yeah, Sword is game. And then the last one is the Elysium. This card is absurd. With Super Poly in the main deck, this just outs the entire board to the mirror max no matter what they do. Also just randomly, it comes up against, like, Spiral, and any deck, really. Against, like, the Time Thief deck, it's pretty cool as well. That's it for the extra. Side deck changed a lot from last time, so this still stayed the same. This card, I actually didn't side it in a lot today, but it's still obviously really strong being a light, and just like.
Would you play it if it wasn't a light?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played this card for a few weeks. I haven't missed it at all.
Yeah, like it didn't do a lot today, but I didn't play any salad, and like I played like a lot of the mirrors, and I don't think it's very good in the mirror. I played 3 Ash in the side deck.
You madman.
Yeah, and 3 Droll. This kind of like ties in together. So I realized like I haven't really had any cards in my deck that beat like trap decks like Guru or Altergeist. And in my main deck, having Super Poly and Phantaz suck against those decks. So I'd rather like have other cards to side in. Obviously, this isn't for that. Like you'd side in the Twins and Ash for Phantaz and Super Poly. But also against Spiral, like Vela obviously isn't that great. So like this comes in. I just want to stop them from getting to Sleeper because with the addition of Purgatory in the deck, you just kill them every single turn. They're just very generic cards. If this was light, I'd main it, but it's not light. So Vela is just better going like game ones.
Well, it's 5 for Purgatory.
It is, but you also just summon the Salaman Great Link every single game, so you just don't need it. And then Barrier was MVP today. I used it a lot. I played like 4 mirrors, and like even though it negates all your fusions, they literally can't play. The only person that almost killed me was playing Mech Knights as well, but like he couldn't kill me, and then I just had everything the follow-up turn, and he had no negates or anything. It also comes up against Hero and the Lunalight deck. So yeah.
Alright, so that's the profile. Any shout-outs from head off?
Shoutouts to River Randall, I guess. If that's even his last name anymore, I don't know.
It's Marshall.
Whatever.
No one cares.
Kind of helped me theory the deck a little bit. Our lists are still very different, but it's still nice to have someone to talk to. Shoutouts to Friedel for realizing it's the best deck. Shoutouts to Ryan Mitchell. We tested a lot on the other day with Chris, and we found out a lot of like neat interactions, like the Raijin thing in the mirror, this card being absurd, Ash just being absurd, and it just kind of helped me realize a few different things going into the regional in about a month. So yeah. Right, and shout out to Team PK. I used to be their best member, but then I left.
You just never were the best member.
That's it.
Any changes you make before you head off?
I actually don't know. Like, it depends on the format and depends on the locals. Like in our locals, we play a lot of like I said, I played like 4 or 5 mirrors. So like Super Volley has to be in the main deck. If there wasn't a lot of mirrors, I probably wouldn't play it. And if I had evenly, I'd play evenly. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
Fair enough. No worries, Caine. Thanks for the profile. We'll catch you later.
Thank you.